What is happening, everybody? I hope you all are having a happy Friday. This Friday is a happy Friday because it is a new year, maybe a new you, although most likely not, because we all know how New Year's resolutions typically go. You follow it for like 2 weeks, and then after that it is like, fuck this shit, I'm going back to my old lifestyle. That is how it goes every single year. New Year's resolutions are just only concepts of a plan. Like, very rarely do people ever fall through with them. The whole point is, don't wait for a 4-digit number to change who you are. When you want to fix something, fix it then. Anyway, I am done yapping about that. Let's get on with the video topic, which will be my goals for the 2026 ski season. So what inspired me to do this video is my buddy Arjun Ski has set a list of things he wants to accomplish at the ski resorts he plans on visiting this season. I have a few trips planned for this season as well, so I thought I should set some goals as well. As a lot of you guys may know, I plan to ski at Jackson Hole, Steamboat, and Aspen this season as extended ski trips. I have been to Aspen and Steamboat. I have never been to Jackson Hole. I also have made a last-minute decision to go to Banff, Alberta in a couple of weeks here. I will be going to Lake Louise and Sunshine Village. I am also hoping to get some laps in with my friend from Alberta, aka Double-U. That's how it's spelled, Double-U. He hasn't done a ton of content on YouTube, but it's looking like he is testing the waters into starting. So it will be pretty interesting what he comes out with if he decides to. I have quite the itinerary for the 2026 season, and I'm looking forward to it. Whilst on the topic of meeting up with people, if any of you guys are interested in meeting up with me on the slopes, join my Discord. Even if you're not, why the fuck wouldn't you? Like seriously, if you haven't joined my Discord, you're seriously missing out. The link is in the description. It is pretty quiet there right now, so you will be able to get a hold of me pretty easily. Hopefully that will change soon in the future. But yeah, I feel like I just need to throw that out there because just nobody's joining my fucking Discord. That's the best place to get a hold of me if you're interested in doing a ski trip with me, especially if you're in the state of Colorado. Even if you're outside the state of Colorado, if it's not this season, maybe we could work something out a future season. But anyway, join my Discord, link down below. And now the part of the video that you guys have all been waiting for, and that's getting to this list. So this list is pretty straightforward. So everything highlighted in yellow is my bucket list. Everything that I dream of doing. Maybe might not be able to do, but it's what I dream of being able to do. And then the green is what I'm planning on doing, like what I'll most likely be doing. And then the ones that aren't highlighted at all are what I'm open to doing. So let's start with Copper Mountain. So Iron Mask and Schaefer's are my two bucket lists because those are the steepest, gnarliest runs at Copper Mountain. They typically don't have very good snow on them because it's all south-facing. But if I can catch one of those nice, good powder days that's actually good, I want to give those a shot. And then we also got Lala Rukin and Boulderado, which is like on the east side of Tucker Mountain. Runs that I just never really gotten around to doing. Ones I'm open to doing, but not necessarily what I'm set on doing. Now we're moving on to Winter Park. Now Winter Park is pretty simple here. I want to do the Mary Jane shoots. That's my bucket list. I haven't gotten around to doing that yet. And then the Cirque. I did the Cirque once a couple seasons ago. Instead of taking the sled, I walked the whole fucking catwalk over there because I didn't realize that there was a Cirque sled. And then like halfway through the walk, I was just like, oh. So yeah, I'd like to do a few laps there. This time I'd like to actually truly get some good filming there and actually appreciate it a bit more than the first time I went. And then Mary Jane shoots, if they could just fucking open it, if it just fucking snows. But yeah, that's the Winter Park one. Now the next one, we're moving on to A-Basin. So my two bucket list is North Pole and Steep Gullies. Although Steep Gullies I have done it once. I think it was either 2 or 3 was the one I did. It's like really hard to tell where you are once you're in them. But yeah, I would like to do those again. And then the North Pole. I don't think I'm necessarily in it to do the actual central east wall where you have to take that really steep hike up. I don't know if I'm necessarily fit for that one, but we'll see. Then I'm also open to doing Bald Spot. Well, not open to doing, but I plan on doing Bald Spot. And then Gentling's Glade I'm open to doing. I don't think I've gotten around to that one yet, but definitely open to doing that one if that's available. Now, moving up next, we got Jackson Hole. Now, my two bucket list ones, Corbett's Couloir and Shot 9. Not too sure if I'll be able to do that first one there. That one's kind of a hit or miss condition-wise, and we'll see if I'm up for the challenge whilst I'm actually on the mountain, but we'll see. The Rendezvous Bowl, that's a given. If I'm taking the tram up, I'm skiing down. I'm not taking the tram back down. Fuck that shit. Now, moving up next, my favorite ski resort, which is Steamboat. Chute 1, Bird's Beak, and Nostrils are my bucket list ones. I did Mount Werner once when I was at Steamboat last year. I did the Christmas Tree Bowl. This time I want to do Chute 1 because that one's the most interesting, the most gnarly of the three chutes. So I do want to give that one a shot. Bird's Beak, that's a really good one. Nostrils, that's also a really good one. Both of them are in Fish Creek. I did not touch Fish Creek at all when I was at Steamboat last time. This time I want to do so. Then we got Granola Bowl and Ultimate Glades. Those ones I do plan on doing. And then I'm interested in doing Two-Step and Boulder Field. So, pretty solid bucket list I got going at Steamboat. I'm definitely looking forward to being able to do that. Now the next one, we're moving on to Aspen Snowmass. So my bucket list is kind of boring for this one. I mean, the only new runs I got on here is AMF and Ptarmigan. Heroes and Highland Bowl, I've spent a fair share of time in those two pods, but there's still a lot for me to go and check out. And I do want to spend more quality time there when I am there. So definitely am going to hit those again for sure. Ptarmigan and AMF, I do need to hit. Every time I've rode the Cirque at Snowmass, it's like I always pass by those runs and head over to Cirque Headwall, which Cirque Headwall is not even all that gnarly. It's not, doesn't even have much pitch to it or whatever. But this time I want to actually do AMF and Ptarmigan. Now next, we are moving on to Lake Louise and Sunshine Village in Banff, Alberta. Now Lake Louise, basically I don't necessarily have any major bucket list ones that stand out to me, but I guess the ones I plan on doing are Alphabet Gullies, Upper 5, and the Heart. I'm basically going to be all over Lake Louise. I'm just going to see what I like and see what I don't like. I don't really necessarily have a plan, just concepts of a plan. Sunshine Village, Wheelers/Paytos, and Delirium Dive. Yeah, those are my two bucket list ones. I mean, like, I think the only thing that's really stopping me is if I don't get around to renting Avi gear, because they have a strict Avi gear requirement to be able to do that stuff. Hell's Kitchen, I do plan on doing. It's basically going to be the same thing as Lake Louise, where I'm just going to be all over the place. I'm just going to see what I like and see what I don't like. Now at the end of all of that, I threw in some skills I want to focus on and hopefully improve on in my journeys. As you guys are aware, I am not known for having the best looking skiing, and I do want to fix that. Even though I have been doing this sport for 20 years, it doesn't necessarily look like it, and I am embarrassed about it. Long story short on that, I progressed really fast from beginner to advanced, and then I had an accident. After recovering from that, I hit a wall for 15 years and my progression pretty much plateaued, and it wasn't until a few years ago I started taking the sport seriously again. About what happened that plateaued my skiing progression, I will save that for a future video if I get a lot of requests for that. All of that is behind me now, and I just want to get to a point where I could just be more self-confident about my skiing. Now the skills I have set for my goals here are keeping my skis together, and then better pole plants, whatever the fuck that even means. And then more jump turns on steeper runs, like doing more jump turns rather than side slipping. And then better looking form just overall for video. I mean, pretty straightforward. Definitely just a few things to focus on for sure. Anyway, I have a lot of ski destinations I plan on visiting and revisiting this season, and there are many more I want to explore in future seasons. Let's get this channel going this 2026 ski season to make all of that possible. It seems like it is all on me to make my goals at Banff and Jackson Holes, as they have a sustainable ski season this year. But for Colorado, I am pretty much rolling the die at this point. It has been unfortunate timing. The year I plan on doing the most for skiing ends up being the season Colorado doesn't have winter. The same thing happened in 2018 for me, where I wanted to go ski more, and that year Colorado had well below average snowfall, so that was a big disappointment as well. Well, if I don't get these goals this season, I hope for the best next season, and I may as well just keep trying until I die, because why not? Anyway, thank you all for watching. Discord link in the description, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.